So this should pretty much do it. He did go for his garrison, fair enough. But we also have a garrison here. Go Xavier, banish the Adar in here. Actually, that was a mistake, but it only loses if he's holding well, if he's holding, it doesn't matter anymore, basically, because he's holding a Necromancy. We destroy this, go for the garrison order, boost all these guys up. Play this, play the tactic, boost this guy up, do a couple swapperoos here, and that should pretty much do it. There we go. Just controlled him to death. Nothing he could really do about it. So today we're going to be playing a fun and interactive deck, and by that I mean we're playing some bombs. The reason we're playing bombs is obviously because of Sapper's rework. So Sapper has deploy, play a bomb for your hand, then draw a card. Whenever you play a bomb, damage your random enemy unit by 1 with the barricade. So this is really good for bombs. Like, you get 2 extra points. It makes your first bomb, if they only have 1 unit, the bomb will do 5, because this will do an extra damage from the bomb being played, which is just really nice. And it also thins your deck out. It's really good overall for a bomb deck. So we're obviously playing bombs. And the other really nice thing about Sapper, I'm not sure if we noticed there, it's a soldier. And being a soldier, we can reapply the barricade with Imperial formation, which is nice. We can make a copy with Garrison. We can make a copy with Ramon if we decide to. So it just fits really well here. So let's talk through the deck. We are playing on Niromancy for consistency. We really want our War Council and Garrison. Then we have the War Council. This will look through our decks and find 3 cards. And we want to carry over that battle preparation, preferably for round 3, because we don't have a big finisher. What we want to do, instead of having a big finisher, is carry over like this order here, and then the Garrison. Potentially, I mean, we have Nausicaa Sergeants, obviously, but we don't have like a 20-point finisher or something. Then we have the Letho Kingslayer. Obviously, we have the Oniro for that as well, right? We want to put the Letho Kingslayer on our Madoc and get more Cataclysm turns and have more carryover, right? Because if you just play a bomb round 3, it'll do, 4 damage and bring back both Madocs, which is 8 points of carryover. So it's pretty nice. Then we have the Leo. Instead of Leo, I contemplated playing Artorias Vigo. Artorias Vigo would give us another Sapper, potentially. We do only have 4 bronzes, right? So it would give us a Sapper, a Nausicaa Sergeant, Slave Driver, or our Defending Cavalry. And the nice thing there is, if we have a Sergeant out, it'll give us either another Sergeant or a Slave Driver to get another one. But we do have 4 units instead of 3, so it's not guaranteed what he'd get. Which is why we didn't quite opt to run him, but I want to try him out at some point. So we have the Leo. This is for tall removal. We don't have the other tall removal. This could be a heat wave or something. The only problem with that is that we're at 13 units, so we need another unit. So that's why we're playing Leo. So we need a unit there. Then Madoc, that's the end of our high-end cards. Then we have a flex spot here. The 6 version slot's flexible. You can play whatever you want here. I was between Gregory of Vol, but then we already have enough control. I don't think we need the lock. Xavier is here just to stop things that we have no answer to. So, for example, a Witch's Sabbath type deck, we have no way to really deal with a Keltulus that's really tall. If they keep boosting it, we'd have to hit it with Leo. So we'd have to go like Moondust on the Defender, and then Leo the Keltulus, and then Banish with Xavier. If we don't have the Banish, we can't deal with the Keltulus again. There's no way we're actually going to get low enough to kill the Northern Wind. And then another example would be like Sigvald. So we really can't do anything against the Sigvald heavy deck. We can't show him here because we're in the deck editor for Nilfgaard. But we need a way to banish stuff like that, so that's why I went with Xavier. And in a mirror match, banishing their Madoc's really nice. Anyway, that's why we're playing him. It could be, like I said, it could be Gregory, it could be Roderick for consistency. It could kind of be any card. I almost ran Musicians of Blaviken just for a bit of fun here. But yeah, it can be anything you want in the 6 version slot. Then we have the 2 Nausicaa Sergeants. This is our round 3. It's not the strongest round 3, but they're still good. Like 10 points each with Slave Drivers and stuff. It's really nice. Then we have these Sappers. These guys are here to make bombs. You can use these guys how you want, right? So you can either play 2 of these guys and just leave it at that. Or you can make a bunch of copies with your Ramon and stuff. Instead of saving the Ramones for Nausicaa Sergeants. It depends what you think you need for round 3. But you can make more Sappers, or you can make more Nausicaa Sergeants. And Slave Driver can make another one as well. The nice thing about that is he does ping it with the 1 damage, right? But it's got 2 armor on the Sapper, so he'll still have his barricade. Like I said, we can reapply that with the Imperial formation. And for the bombs, we're playing 2 Northern Wind, because the Death Blow Banish is probably the most relevant effect most of the time. Then we have the Moon Dust, because the Purify is also quite good. Then we just have 2 Dim Meridian Bombs. It's the 4 for 4 damage on the bomb. That's really helpful in this one. And then we have the 2 Red Hazes, just because you have the potential for the highest value out of them, and not everyone plays around them. At some point, lots of people forget to play around it. You can get a nice Red Haze off. If you ever played Treason, you know what I mean, right? Sometimes at some point, they like play around it, and at some point, they just put something next to it, or they can't help it, and you get a good Treason. And then we have the 1 Dancing Star. If you want to play Artorias Vigo, you cut the Dancing Star for a 5 provision unit. But then the problem with that is it has to be a 5 provision gold unit, so it's probably maxi. So you can cut the Dancing Star for maxi, and then drop the Leo to Artorias Vigo if you want to play it that way. But yeah, otherwise, this is we have not enough units. But the Dancing Star is the one I'm least satisfied with so far. Although it did do really well in this one game I played against Dwarves, where we killed like a token with it, a couple tokens with it. And then the last card here is going to be the Ardfen Light Cavalry. These things are actually really good. The flanking at 2 damage on the last thing your opponent plays is really nice. It has the advantage over the other Ardfen cards that have engine value, specifically the Crosswoman, because you don't have to play... Oh, I don't see him right here. You don't have to play a card the same turn, right? So as long as you're playing units, you can do this. If you've got 2 of these out, like you play one, you Crystal Skull it, which is why we have Crystal Skull, then you play the second one, and you like leader on them, so it's got 4 with 2 armor. It's kind of hard to remove. You 4 damage the last thing they played. That's quite strong. But that's the deck. It's pretty straightforward. We want to use a lot of bombs, get bomb value. Let's get into some games. This is going to be rather matchup dependent. Against some things, our matchups are just really bad. But against some things, the matchups are really good. But that's kind of what you get with heavy control decks like this. Anyway, let's go check it out. Invigorate. So this might be a rough matchup. Well, we can probably kill off the Hawkers and stuff that boost his hand, but we don't have a lot of tempo point slam outside of Nausicaa Sergeants, really, which we don't really want in this hand. So we kind of have to deal with this round 1, probably by getting as many Ardfen Cavalries as we can. It's also worth noting that I have seen at least one, like, bomb Invigorate deck. So we do have to keep that possibility in mind. That being said, I don't think we want this bomb here. Nice, we drew our Letho. Let's see what he's playing. So we can either start with Ardfen, or we start with a bomb here. I think we want to go with a Garrison. Usually like saving Garrison so it carries over round 3, but this round 1's kind of too important, and we just need a bunch of these guys, I think. Most of these Handbuff decks don't have that much control. Although, like I said, a couple have been playing bombs lately, so hopefully it's not one of those. And the Garrison's better than just playing it, because it gives us the flanking trigger on that turn. So he doesn't have an answer, it looks like, so we'll just play a second one here. Normally I would leader these, but I don't think he has a control tool for them. And this will hit him by like 4, and we'll be in range of a bomb now. Alright, so this is going to be a pretty easy round 1, looks like. We'll just get our Madoc out, we'll go to 7, and then he won't pass on evens, we'll get turned to Letho, and this should be good. Like, this bomb kills this, we get him. Does mess up our flanking a little bit, but killing this is kind of important, so I'm just going to swap these 2. I'd rather just kill this. Because we want that flanking active, right? And we're not really planning on using too many more bombs this round. I thought he would pass maybe next turn or something. So we're going to go Letho, and then we need to play a bomb. But either way, like, losing a point on Madoc from this leader charge is perfectly fine to get rid of this Hawker Smuggler, because it's really nice for him to have it. And then it wouldn't be the last unit he played, right? So we wouldn't ping it with this. We'd have to hit it with a bomb when it's at 1, and that's just really annoying. So we go Letho Kingslayer here. Got really good engine value so far. These light cavalries are extremely good if they don't have an answer. Alright, looks like he's accepting losing on even. It's just going to go for a lot of value. Interesting. I don't think we have to worry about him bringing anything back, so the banish isn't that important. We could just play a slave driver. I like saving the slave drivers if we... the slave drivers if we can. We're probably going to lose our flanking if we do this, but on the other hand, he'll go to no points. I think we just play a bomb here. We'll go to 0. And there's the pass. Now with the force out his stuff this round, which is pretty nice, we did win on even. The bombs aren't going to be very good against the actual like point buffed things in his hand. We do have a light cavalry, so that's nice here. Along with double slave driver, we'll probably use them on them, and we can Oneiromancy out either Ramon, which would be an aggressive play for this round, or War Council. I don't think we need the two northern ones. Like, the bombs won't be that good here. This one might be good, so I think we'll... What's the only 4 he'd have left, right? Maybe the Dunka. You want that one bomb. Put this back. And we end up with 2 bombs. That's not too surprising. The question is, do we Ramon here? I think we do. Let's go Ramon. It's usually better just to play the first artifact on the left, because if you want to bomb at some point, like say you play something you want to bomb, Madocks come to the right side of the row, so play with the first one on the left. Just in case you need to play a bomb. Or he might have a Sheldon, which could be annoying. I'm trying to think of anything else that would be problematic. Other than just his pure point slam he's going to have. If he drew a second Farseer, he's going to have a lot of value right now. Although you can't boost the torque twice with it. So we want to have our last say, which we're basically guaranteed. We're guaranteed last say, which means we can Leo the torque, or whatever's the biggest. I don't think he's going to be playing the defender. But it might be worth keeping a Moondust for our round 3 bomb. So you want to have at least one round 3. We're going to go Bountiful Harvest here, right? Yeah. It's usually good to have at least one bomb round 3, so you can bring back the 2 Madocks for carryover value. So I think we'll try and have that be a Moondust, just in case he plays a defender. So we go Moondust, Leo. It does stop us from slave drivering it. We'll just do this, though. It's also worth noting this is now the last thing he played. Yeah, there's the Dunka. Do we kill her with a bomb, or do we just play another light cavalry with a slave driver? It's probably worth bombing her. Yeah, let's play the bomb here. This is not going to carry over, but I don't want to click it yet just in case we do use the slave drivers. So that bonded does damage, right, from him? Bonded damage instead. So it might be worth killing that. If we bomb it, these 2 will do 4, unless one of these goes melee. If they go melee, we can swap it with... Or this doesn't really do much here. If he does do damage, do we care that much? It's like 4 damage. Let's just go slave driver. On the left side, and then let's trigger our garrison to re-armor this guy. We could have waited, but I don't want to play all of our slave drivers here. If he does have the bonded, though, I think we'll play the second one. I mean, or we just play it and just have all of them going. Yeah, let's just play it here. It's a lot of damage. We actually have 6 on whatever he plays last. Interesting. This is Call the Forest, right? Yeah. We're just going to try and bleed all of his cards out. That's our goal here, right? So it's better if we just actually go for these slave driver things. Could have held off a turn on Garrison then, but then we wouldn't have this leader, but yeah, whatever. Do we do the Maddox here? I think we just drop our Xavier. He's not going to do much later on. We're at that 1 bleeding now, so next turn we'll have to re-armor. Re-armor this turn, then play a bomb. Questions, do we want to move our Maddox first? We lose a point if we move them, but we gain 2. So I think we'll do this. We don't need the Xavier banish. Do this. Do this. Bomb this. And then that's probably good. Do our 6 damage and kill that off. Very nice. Now you should have 2 cards left. One's Torque. And the other card's his finisher. Oh, we forgot to re-armor the one that was bleeding. That was my bad. So we'll just play this. Play the Leo. Kill the Torque. Then we'll swap these 2. This doesn't really matter anymore, but we wanted the points out. Okay, there's Aglays. Alright, so we got rid of the Aglays. All of his buffed cards are now gone. We have a little bit carryover from Maddox. And with no carryover, since we got rid of the Aglays and the Torque, we should be good. There's a Nausicaa Sergeants. I got 2 Nausicaa Sergeants, then no Niromancy into a bomb. It's basically exactly what we want here. Well, ideally, we'd actually play War Council into a bomb. And with the amount of bombs in our deck, that's definitely going to happen. So, we'll keep this hand. No Sappers this game. Weird. That's not that great for him. We do go Oniro into a bomb. Do you want to play the bomb here? Could hit him a dock once he hits an armor. We don't have a second bomb, so this is actually better. If we had a second bomb, the Maddox is better because we could use the order and bring them back. But this way, he has to hit 2 on our armor instead. There's the Sorceress. That's what we're gonna bomb. This is also why I didn't want to bomb first, just in case he had something good. And now we'll go into here, play our Northern Wind, take this out. This should be a pretty easy GG. There's the unboosted Sheldon. And no reason to play this card. We've already won. GG. Deck worked pretty much exactly how it's supposed to. Precision Strike. This is probably a mirror match. I imagine this is also a bomb deck. We have the Northern Wind for his Madoc. We have a second Madoc. The nice thing about the second Madoc is that it goes to 5 from Letho. The problem with that is you can still Leader Ping and then Northern Wind. So maybe we don't use the... It's gonna be interesting. Like he's gonna bomb our Madoc, right? So we don't want to let him do that. It also means we have to save a Northern Wind to get rid of his. To be fair though, it could also just be like Waylays and stuff. So we don't want to over prepare against something that it might not end up being. But we'll find out what it is pretty quick, I imagine. Yeah, I think no matter what we do, we're going to lose both of our Madocs. Okay, so it's probably just Waylays. We're fine then. Question is, do we Ramon for a Ardfen and hope it lives? He's gonna play Waylays, right? We can't kill this right now, which is actually kind of a problem. You could bomb into it, and then he plays Waylay, and then the Ardfen will do 2 damage. I still want to remove this barricade. Maybe that's the answer. I think that's the best choice here. The question is, do we go Ramon into this? That is the real question. I think we just play the Sapper. Let's do this. Let's find out if he's playing a bomb deck. This is good because when we get the extra ping here, while it's the only unit, it means we can just drop this and the 2 damage flanking will kill it right away. I don't imagine he has an easy way to buff it. And we don't have to Kingslayer our Madoc, we can Kingslayer his Madoc. Yeah, there's the Waylay. This is what we expected here. So then we go, I think we will do the Ramon. We'll go Ramon into this. Put on this side. It's at 6. I think that's probably fine. We do kill that off. I really want to be using leaders. Okay, there's an offering, yeah. So it's just the regular old stuff here. Regular old stuff. We have another one. We could double boost it out of the offering range, which I think we will because we want to slave driver it. If we didn't have the slave driver, we would have just left it and then played this one when it died. Because he's not going to have that many units, so it's not the best thing to play in the matchup. Okay, there's the second offering. We'll just drop the second one here. It's not going to be that amazing to hold on to for a later round.
The Emperor shall be proud of his sons.
He's going to want to leader us pretty soon. He's played one Waylay, so he's going to leader paying Waylay if I had to guess. Yeah, there it is. Not sure what the big deal is. He's not even playing any units at this point. Let's see, we don't have anything amazing. We do want to get this Letho off at some point. Red Haze is never going to be very good here, so I think we just kill one of these. This is an interesting matchup, though. We're both playing heavy control, but I think his last Broccolon thing from this will probably be more value as a finisher than ours. I wonder what he's thinking here. I wonder what his approach is going to be. There's a Curse of Corruption. Not sure what that was about, unless he's actually going to try and kill it. He is going to kill it. Okay, we're going for the early tempo, I guess. Does negate our slave drivers. We don't have to win on even, by the way. Which I guess is what he's afraid of, right? We just like play a bomb and then war council something, then pressure round 2 with the tactic. Usually you want to carry it over, but I think it'll be worth doing here. So we're going to go with Northern Wind. Letho Kingslayer, hopefully, but that gets us to just tied, so we'd have to leader charge then. But to be fair, there's not really anything worth leader charging it anymore, because we've used our light cavalries. Selected one sapper. So that's what we'll do. Oh, he played a card. What did he play? Hengaith Sword. Interesting. I think we just War Council. Look for a bomb. Oh, we should have gone Xavier. Because he's going to banish this. This banishes. I forgot that banished. Yeah, we should have gone Xavier and banished the Waylays. That was a mistake. So what do you Kingslayer then? Might not even play it, honestly. Does he have anything with big base power, base value? Not really. I do have the tactic here. This is actually a soldier, so we could make copies of it with Slave Driver. That might be the play. It certainly doesn't feel good, but maybe that's the play. I think we do that. We'll do this. We go here, transform into this. We do this. Maybe we should have double leadered so we were sure it lived. He probably won't bother, right? Won't bother killing it. Alright, there's the wagon. Okay. So we'll Slave Driver here. Do we hit this thing's armor? I think we just let it sit here. Is it a base copy? It doesn't say without changing power, so that shouldn't be a problem. We'll use our last leader here. He might just pass because he's got this carryover. Indeed he does. The problem is, well, he's used to the offering boosted cards. He still has the Waylay combo. But we knew we were going to drop Xavier off of War Council, right? Because it doesn't change, it doesn't shuffle. So we're going to get this round. We can open with it. That's nice. No Madoc means the bombs are a lot worse. So we'd really like a Nausicaa Sergeant. This doesn't hit anything, though. Now it would. Yeah, we just open Xavier and start hitting Waylays here. It's going to force him to play the Alyssa. There she is.
Know that I was trained by Clara Larissa de Winter herself.
We do want to play a soldier. He does have Waylays combo set up. We're going to do this. Let's banish this guy, I guess. Just in case the tiny chance he's playing Renew version. Then, do we go Sapper? Probably go Sapper off of this. Or we can go for the Light Cavalry. The Light Cavalry, we don't have a way to replay armor. So I think we just go for the Sapper here.
Stop your yapping and start digging.
Then we hit you with a bomb. We'll just do this on this. It does play into one of his tall removal cards already, but he's played the Curse of Corruption. So he might have a heat wave for it or something, but whatever. It is a barricade effect, but you know, if he's gonna hit this with damage 4, it's okay. Like, we don't need the extra ping. And the reason we went for the Alyssa is because if we go for this and the ping hits Alyssa, he just transforms and we lost the value, right? Although it doesn't say without trading power. I've actually haven't played Wagon yet, so I'm not too sure. But I would imagine it's just transforms. It'd still be a 1 probably, but rather just go for the Alyssa. And if the ping hits it next turn, we could have bombed it and then dealt with it that way. Okay, he's gonna go for the Sun Loss. We forced that out. He did not remove our barricade, actually. So what does he have? He's gonna do... He's got, what, Isengrim and Vernacia would be bad. We definitely play the second sapper.
Gonna need 3 buckets of nails and a tub full of
Another
pens.
bomb. Now we want to start moving these things. The question is, do we use the order of our garrison? I think we don't. Just to the right by 1 less. It'd be hard to fit that on here. Just a squirrel. Okay, let's think here. We're gonna play our bomb. Can we get enough points? If we just hit 3, we do 2 pings. That's not enough. I think we have to use the garrison order. It's really not that much value in the next round anyway, though. See, I think we just hit one of these. Fire off the pings, and then we just use this. Hopefully this is a Vernacio. Or if he's playing Gourd, hopefully it's Gourd. One of those two. Probably should have seen that coming. The red sword. We did make him use the Waylay combo. The problem here is we don't have any carryover, right? Because he banished Armadoc. The good thing is, he's used his Simloss. Now, what we really want is just Nausicaa Sergeants. You know, sometimes you get what you ask for. What else do we have left, by the way? Leo. Who is Leo bad here, though? I want Slave Driver. We have a good chance to draw into Onairo Slave Driver. That could be bad. We have a really good chance to get these. We might lose off of that. It's unfortunate if we do. So I don't... Well, maybe he's playing Gord. If he's playing Gord, he is, we have last say, but... He's played not that many... Well, maybe he's playing Gord. If he's playing Gord, we're good. I'm just not sure he is. What did he just play, by the way? Heatwave? Yeah. This is Gord, we win. If it's Vernacio, we lose. Let's see what it is. Actually, there's a lot of things that aren't tall we lose, to be honest here. Yeah, so we lose this. Unfortunate. We really needed one of those other cards here. But what are you going to do?
I'll do as you ask. List.
We had a 50-50, then another 50-50. It's only a 25% chance we get this. But, whatever. Sometimes you lose like that. Feels bad, though. Going up against Enslave. Problem with this is we lose Madoc. If he's playing a bomb deck of his own to like counter Madocs, then we're in real trouble. Because he'll have a bunch of them. He'll have like 4. So maybe the 4 Madoc deck. You never know. But just kind of hope it's regular old tactics. But it's regular old tactics. We have to boost these guys out of whatever it's called. The steel special range. Don't want this though. There's one. We only have 1 bomb here. That's not ideal, for being honest. I don't imagine this would be a bomb deck though, right? Because it's Enslave. Because you have to play tactics. You can't play bombs. I meant to check the Enslave. I've seen at least one person play like an Enslave 3 with bombs. It was really weird. It's like an anti-meta thing. But he is not. Let's see. We want to Ramon this so we can lead her. We have to boost it by 1 so we can't steal it. What's the name of the card that steals? Oh, Amnesty. It's called Amnesty. Forgot the name for a second there. I want to get out of Amnesty range. Now, if he does hit this with damage from the bear, could we play this one and we boost them both out of the Amnesty range? The nice thing here is we have Moondust for Hefty Helga and his defender. I said we had Moondust, but it's actually not in our hand. So that's potentially a problem. We could Oneiromancy Moondust. We could. Is that good? It's probably good. he doesn't boost the Hefty Helga, it lets us play... If he doesn't boost it and he just like kills our guy, we can then play this.
My duty? To stick my nose where it doesn't belong.
Is that good? This is the last thing we played, isn't it? That's gonna be annoying. But at least we can kill it with like cavalry. We'd have to double leader out of amnesty range though. You don't know if there are Letho Kingslayer in here somewhere, but we're going second. So we can do that later if we want. We don't have many bombs right now. That is an interesting choice. I mean, it's a choice. I see no reason why you would do that, though. Why didn't you just hit this? It would have lost its... Whatever. Whatever. Maybe he wants us to do this. He could have amnestied it there, so I don't think he has it. But we want to double up on it, just in case he's going to do that amnesty soon. Maybe he wants to squirrel it. That's also possible. Do we move these? I don't want to move them yet. Might be squirreling here. It's really risky to get our Madaka, but we have to do it at some point. We should have baited an amnesty on this. Although not everyone seems to be playing it. What's up with all the killing of our guys here? Oh, let's see, we've got... We should probably kill the Hefty Helga, if we're being honest. Probably should. So let's go Sapper. We want to put it here so it gets the... Alright, we'll do this. This is not the best bomb, but we drew into one. You kill that. And then when we move this, it'll finish him off. Looking good here. Looking really good. You do have to keep in mind he still is Enslave, which will probably take our 5 Madoc at some point. Honestly, probably should have already. There's the lock. I'm so confused by this guy's choices. I'm just so confused. These are really the light cavalries really aren't good because he's gonna have so many tactics. But as long as he's playing units, I think we use them here. And he doesn't have amnesty, otherwise he would have used it. And if he does have an amnesty, we can just kill it. Well, we'll get boosted by 2, but we can remove the barricade easily by playing another one. Gonna kill that. I guess we should have boosted it out of range of something like that. So I think we'll do this here. Like I said, it's not that important to protect him, but having... Okay. There we go. Now, I'm really not sure what he's going to do here. An early Enslave on our 5-point Madoc would save him 10 points of carryover and potentially some Cataclysms. Surprised he didn't do that. He also has not played Yonkel Wait yet, which is honestly a bit weird. So what are we holding here? Anything good? I mean, we don't want the Nausicas. So this is good. We can use this on the Nausicaa or on one of these. Honestly, probably... Well, this on the Sapper is pretty good. Will a Sapper live, though? Probably not. Let's put this back. Probably just take the bomb. Yeah, probably just take the bomb, honestly. We want to open with Garrison. Problem is we want to open Garrison into a Sapper. War Council gives us... I mean, the best card to play here is probably Xavier. Duso Nairo Xavier. Does it help anything? Not that much. We just don't have a great option of what to play. That's our problem. I guess we just War Council and see what we get here. This is probably the best one. If we didn't get Xavier, we're going to go for a bomb with no target, just to bring the Madocs back. Because we want to make a sapper off the garrison so we can draw another card here. I also kind of want him to steal this instead of one of our Madocks.
My prescription.
Hard fun like cavalry time? Yeah, it is. No flanking, but we'll bomb that.
Match the power of Nilfgaard.
This is a good time for sapper. This is a good time for sapper because we can play this 3 damage bomb, which usually doesn't do anything, but the extra 1 will actually kill this off. I don't know if it matters that we banish anything here. Just banish units, I guess. So I'm gonna put spying on Xavier. Okay, he wants to banish Armadox. That does actually make sense. Let's do this. Let's go for a slave drive. Actually, we should go garrison. We should go garrison here. And then play sapper. Make sure we dodge treason.
Fishing in the moat? Oh, you're dead.
Might as well banish that one. Okay.
Gotcha, puppet.
Can't banish what's not there, though, so we'll kill the Xavier. Our Madocks are on the field, buddy. I don't think I care what you banish, then. This is looking really good. Honestly, just looking back at this game, no matter what happens here, I think the answer here is you enslave the 5-power Madoc as soon as they play it. It's worth so much over time. Okay, now he's gonna do it. He should have done this earlier, for being honest. Way earlier. Yeah, we're gonna play in our sappers here. So we go like this. We banish something. And we go this for a sappers. Play around treason again.
He's gonna be a right good levy, big and beautiful.
And then, do we use the garrison order? Probably not yet. Now's the turn he can kill our Madoc, right? He can kill it with a tactic and then banish it. Oh, he's not going to. That must be nice. That's probably exactly what he wants to see. Although, what's he going to make? Nothing very... Yeah, nothing's very good. He needed to steal our Madoc earlier, the 5-power one. And some of those choices earlier didn't make any sense. Interesting, we're playing Syndicate.
Best yield now.
Playing Pirates Cove. Immediately, I think this is going to be a bandit deck. Now, the reason I say that is because Pirates Cove is one of those leaders where you don't actually have to play any synergies with it. Oh, so we want this. I think we probably should keep him. Probably put this back, though. The reason I say that, right, because it just spawns units, and there's not many things that synergize with bandits, leader-wise, so I think you might just go for this as one of them. As far as opening, if that's not the case, it could be a Collusion deck or something. I gotta play Collusion again. Collusion's really fun. Anyway, we're gonna open here with Ramon into a light cavalry. Sure. And then I think we just do this just in case. Oh, we can kill that now with the second one. Don't mind that at all. So we go here. Quick swap. Establish some good control. This should give us round 1. Unless he does something crazy. Which means we just go for a bomb next turn into Letho, Kingslayer. That would be the ideal course here. Oh, it's a poison deck. Now that's interesting. That means our bomb can't hit anything. That's actually super annoying. Could Demiridium Bomb our own guy to pull the Madoc out and then re-armor him. But then the Madoc might mess with our ordering up a little bit. We have to pull the Madoc out anyway. I didn't really want to... I think he's going to pass here, which is why I moved him. Could have moved him for the extra armor. Okay, well that didn't work out in the end. It was worth a shot, though. And we do also get our double Madoc. We had to play a bomb there anyway. This looks like a Collusion deck. The way you beat Collusion is you make them play the Siki combo. They can't do Tunnel Drill combo anymore. But there's other ways to spend points. Like you do the Blacksmith and spend them as coins, stuff like that. If you kill something, you actually pull Octavia and do 3-point boosting. So we do actually want to force all of that good stuff out. Now we have 1 Sapper, 2 Sappers probably here, 3rd Sapper. Red Haze is going to be good if that's what he's doing. I think we're pretty happy with this hand. We do go first. So I think what we do first is we just make a light cavalry with a garrison. Then we'll go Sapper, Sapper, then we have this for another Sapper. We might draw into something too. To gain some coins, sure. We go Sapper, Bomb. We could do an Leader to armor us. Oh, is that worth it? Should really Oneira War Council. The Sapper thins our deck first, so let's play a Sapper. Or we can actually go for the second Ardfen. I think the second Ardfen's probably a little better. Because he's actually going to be playing a unit-heavy deck, I think. And if it is Collusion, just pinging off stuff like this that has 2 tags is really useful. He's going to go for a kill on one of our guys. Sure. That's fine. He killed the... It's annoying that that one died. We could have played around that potentially. Let's go here. Just play a Moondust. Actually, removing the Infuse would be good, so we'll play this one first. Let's see what he's going to do. If this is Collusion, we're actually going to present a lot of problems just by removing his units. Just what I think it is. Interesting. Do have Leo. We do want to play War Council. War Council could play a bomb. Let's do this. We'll do these. Really, we want a War Council into a Sapper if possible. There's the Sapper. And will Red Haze be good here? It's not amazing. Let's go for a Northern Wind. And then we can go, excuse me, we can go Slave Driver into these two. Put another bomb. So there's some nice pings there because we get that 2 extra damage here. We're guaranteeing we killed him off. He does still have 2 Fire Sworns. Yeah, this is what I kind of thought he was playing. Now we have a really good Red Haze, though. So we'll click both of these. We'll do the Red Haze. It's better, I think, to kill that over the Sea Jackal, because you always make a second Tide Cloak with the leader charge anyway. Even if it does mean we lose like the ping damage from like cavalry. We can go Sapper again next turn. Maybe we should have Sappered into Red Haze. Okay, there's Cyrus. Going for a lot of Fire Sworns here. That's now in Leo range. We don't want him to know that we have that. So we'll just go boom, boom. I guess we lost a ping point by not doing this last turn, but it's fine. Go with the Moon Dust. We definitely need the Cyrus dead. We need to force out the Sigi. The problem is we actually just went into 2 Nausicaa Sergeants. That is the problem here. We may not actually be able to force out his stuff. In this turn, we're going to have to waste a Nausicaa Sergeant, it looks like. Which I don't like. That being said, if we pass here, we've been unable to force his Sigi out, which was our goal, but we forced out some other good stuff. If we go to round 3, we have a couple bombs. Well, a few bombs, really. But he goes first and gets set up. We do have Nausicaas. I think we just take the round 3 from here. If we didn't draw the 2 Nausicaa Sergeants, we would have kept playing here, but we did draw them. Okay, that's really annoying. We lost a Madoc. Didn't expect him to be playing that. I think I've only seen like a couple people playing it. I really don't like pulling the strings. It just feels awkward most of the time. So Xavier, probably not the best card here. The bomb brings back Madoc. We only need 1 bomb. We got 2 Nausicaas. We got Leo. We've got the driver. Best card, probably whatever bomb we need. So this is probably the best hand we've got. Good old Tunnel Drill, which we cannot kill. Just because we can't kill it doesn't mean we don't do anything about it. I think we bomb it. Bring back Madoc. If he's going to spend points, spend them in the Madoc. If we still throw Nairo another bomb out. Is there anything that'd be bad here? This gives vitality, so we can't put it on that guy.
I shall let the provost deal with you.
Has Veil, buddy. Yeah, okay. So I think this is where we play our last bomb. Which bomb, though? Definitely want the Tunnel Drill to be dead. Guess we play this one since it's probably worth the most. Hit this. Hit that. Our problem comes that there's no target for Leo. And the Seeky point slam's still going to be really big. He hasn't gotten his King of Beggars out yet, which oh, I didn't check. I think he's playing it, right? What tributes did he use? He went for Vendor. That's a tribute. No, I don't think he might not be playing it. We'll see. There's the Junior to kill off the Seeky. So we got Cut Up, Tide Cloak, and Oxen, and nothing. It's not really great here. Let's go with this guy. Then we'll hit him with the Battle Preparation. We don't want to get Pullings the Strings again. We can avoid it. There's not going to be another good target, because I don't want to make a Nausicaa Sergeant even taller. There's a Poison. That's fine. We'll go Nausicaa Sergeant. Kill off this. We lose his tag. Or no, we hit this one now. Blind Eye. Oh, he's going to get such a big Seeky still. Like, we tried to stop this, but looks like he's still going to pretty much get what he wanted for his Seeky finisher. We only win this if he doesn't play around Leo. If he plays around Leo, I think he might actually win still. This has to be Seegy. There he is. Let's see what the finisher he's going for is.
Time to settle things.
Interesting. There's the Collusion. He's going to get a full Collusion. I think we lose. Let's hang Beggars. Okay, at least we have a Leo target. It's just not going to be enough. GG. This Reavers? Man, Reavers are annoying. The only good thing here is we have a lot of bombs and stuff, so we can control the Reavers. They're just still so annoying. Oh, we're going to make an Adaran back there or something? Why is that ranged? I have no idea why that's ranged. I think we just Moondust it. Never know, it could be some kind of bomb deck too. Never know, we might just get Northern Wind right now. We'll see. But I'm not sure why that was. Normally you put that melee for Adaran. It must be for the guy who spawns him. The Scout. Yeah, that makes way more sense. It's gonna be for the Scout. We can bomb the Scout now. We're fine. I'll go with that. Interesting. I think we go with our Letho now. If this double hits him, it's really good. We did not. And then we start going sappers into bombs. This hits the highest unit, right? Yeah, so we want to have him out when we trigger the sapper.
Shit, I knew it. I told you so, you idiot.
Here's the Scout. Of course, we do get the damage if we do it this way. But then when this loses its barricade, you guys reapply the barricade. Let's do it this way. This is definitely worth Northern Winding, just in case. Then we do this, and when it pings this, it hits the Madoc. He might just pass here.
but we're broke as shit peddlers.
It's gonna be a right good levy, big and beautiful.
This is really the matchup we're talking about that we want. Question is, will he actually have enough removal? There's the Adaran.
Do you like them?
Can we kill the Adaran? Maybe. It's a good chance we kill it, right? This is 3 damage. Yeah, we have enough damage. All the pings together should actually just kill the Adaran. And then we got the 3 Cataclysm because these 2. Adaran's dead. Now this is going really well. But this is what I expect, right? This is the type of matchup we want to have. Our problem comes potentially... Okay, there goes Ring of Favor. Potentially from Mobilization, right? Because those will actually be hard to remove. So we want to do, I think, is force out Mobilization round 2. And then go for a round 3 where we can control this, guys. That's probably the plan. Bombs are nice. This makes these... The Ardfen Light Cavalry are actually really useful here, I think. The reason they're so useful is because they actually have armor and stuff. The question is, do we Ramon or we just go for one of them here? Or should we still need Garrison? Still need Garrison. What's War Council give us? It's not going to be great. Well, it's a chance not to be great. Really? Probably just Xavier. It's the least committal thing we can do here. Just banish these. Sometimes they play Necromancy, so we want to get rid of that. Make Necromancy a dead card if he's holding it. Okay, Boholt. We have Leo for Boholt. It's not that bad. Oh, he didn't... We can just kill him. That is so worth it. We can just straight up kill this. Oh, we're playing Cintran Royal Guards. I don't feel as bad. I don't feel like as much dislike towards this guy anymore. Still, though.
The Emperor shall be proud of his
Look at this. We broke his combo up. Let's see what he's going to do here. Surprised there aren't more Reavers here, but we'll see. We should still be able to control most of his stuff. There's a Vernon Roche. Ballista's going to ping our armor off for sure. That's melee, which is weird. But whatever, I guess. Why would you hit my dock? Okay, this guy's just confused. We're destroying him so much, he just doesn't know what to do anymore. And this should kill off this, right? This is the last thing he played? No, it's this one. It's dead. Okay, there's a ping. Not sure that wasn't their last turn, but whatever. Megascope. Let's try and make sure Necromancy's dead still. These are melee. Probably just War Council, honestly. We've got Slave Drivers and stuff. No, Garrison might be better. He didn't have a last unit he played, so we don't have to worry about this right now. Let's just do... Well, we should do this one because it'll heal. Let's go for the War Council. There's the Garrison. Probably go Sappers. Play our Moondust. Kill this off, because that's really where his points are going to come from. And then, we don't care about the armor right now. We didn't have a last unit played. There's a Cintran Royal Guard. Which is about to take a lot of damage, by the way. then we have Oniromancy still. Well, I think we just save it for a bomb. And we just play one of these guys. That should kill off this Royal Guard. That's 5 damage. And there's just so much control. Everything he plays is going to take 5 damage and die. He has 1 Royal Guard. Reavers won't save him. And like there's only big cards like Bullhole, and that's dead. So he's going to have to rely on the Point Slam here. And we do have that Leo to finish this off. So I think we might just drop... I don't want to drop the Leo quite yet, but we'll banish this. We can't do anything with it. Probably worth just dropping the Garrison Order here, but first I think we'll actually Oniro out our other Slave Driver. That's not Oniromancy, this is Oniromancy. We'll go out here, we'll get our other Slave Driver. Let's hit this guy. Make another one of those down here. Rearmor this and this for a little bit of points. And fire off a whole bunch of stuff. He's going to ping us, that's fine. I think we just all-in him next round. So this should pretty much do it. He did go for his garrison, fair enough. But we also have a garrison here. Go Xavier, banish the Adarin here. Actually, that was a mistake, but it only loses if he's holding well, if he's holding, it doesn't matter anymore, basically, because he's holding a Necromancy. We destroy this, go for the Garrison Order, boost all these guys up. Play this, play the tactic, boost this guy up, do a couple swapperoos here, and that should pretty much do it. There we go. Just controlled him to death. Nothing he could really do about it. And that's why this deck has so much fun and interactive gameplay. So that's the deck, guys. What do I think? Well, I think it's a very frustrating deck to play against if you're playing engines. But it's actually really good if you are looking for a control deck. One thing to mention here is mirror matches are super annoying because of the Northern Winds. Like, neither of you get a Madoc if you're playing another Madoc deck. Which is why I almost considered the Hengate Sword. It's really helpful against other Madoc decks, but I didn't think it would quite be worth it here, because you have to, again, we're already at 13 units, but overall, the deck, on a whole, I quite like. The only thing that's ever been really a problem is having Leo with no target. However, if we don't play Leo, we have no tall removal, right? And then you go into problems where, like, I'm going to bomb this thing 3 times and kill it, and then that's a Keltalus. That's not going to work, because they're just going to keep boosting it. So that one's up to you, right? The Leo. Like I said in the beginning, you can swap it out for Artorias Vigo if you want more light cavalries, more slave drivers, more Nausicaa sergeants, more sappers. It is really nice. The Artorias Vigo is really good. The thing is, you got these 4 choices. And, I mean, 4 choices isn't terrible. It's probably still good. You're going to find what you want, most likely. And especially considering one of them is slave driver, if any of the others are out, you'll be able to make what you want. We'll make one of them. So that's what I think there. The other note on the Leo is you could go for a Vilgefortz instead, if you still want that destroy effect, but don't like having the 9+ restriction. The problem with Vilgefortz is obviously they get something else out of their deck, so that one's up to you. It is worthwhile to mention, and you can always swap out, and if you do that, you get extra provision. It's the same thing if you're playing Artorias Vigo, or maybe if you want to just throw in a Roach or something instead of the Leo. I recommend playing him, though. You could also play the Invocation if you really want to. Invocation's still really good. Especially in a mirror match, right? You can steal their Madoc with Invocation. You'll thin it out, so it's not that bad. And you'll have another one. That's worth mentioning. And then if you do that, I suggest dropping Dancing Star, probably for Maxi, or some other 5 provision. If you need a unit, you want to pick Maxi if you're going Artorias Vigo, because everything else is a bronze. You want a gold. If you're not, and you can add any special card, there's some decent options. But really, probably just stick with I would probably just stick with the Maxi as far as the other units here and other special cards. Anyway, guys, that'll be the deck. Actually, it's quite good for a control deck. The Ardfriendlet cavalries are simply fantastic, which, when the soldiers came out, I said these things were ridiculous. If they get going. And the if they get going is kind of a thing, right? Because but that's the thing. Against a control deck, if they kill them off, it doesn't really matter that they didn't get going because they weren't going to do anything anyway, probably. So that's not the end of the world. They're quite good. Quite good. Anyway, that'll be it, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this one, and we'll see you in the next one. That'll be it for this one, guys. Hope you enjoyed. We'll see you next time. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more. And you can check out some more videos over here. And thanks for watching.